Hey, it's me, Ashton, and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. So, first off, Happy New Year! It is January 1st of 2026, and what a year 2025 has been. So, originally, I just want to put out there, I will be looking at my iPad from time to time because I have some notes. So, originally, I was just going to do like a little New Year's, video to be like, oh, these are my goals for 2026, these are what I want to focus on, like tell me what your goals are. If they're the same, let's like do this together, which is what I'm gonna do. But there was little changes within one of my goals, which was like my fitness slash weight loss journey. I did have a short a couple days ago. You might have seen it, you might not have, where I don't know what really happened. Something clicked in my brain where I just came to a realization that some parts of my body that I was under the impression were just fat and that I just thought was very stubborn fat, is most of it is actually loose skin, especially my stomach area, which would make sense why I felt like I could never lose that part. Like the stomach usually is the hardest part to lose, especially for women, but I just felt like no matter what I did, I just could not achieve that. So I'm changing my New Year's goal for weight loss slash fitness to focus not on weight loss, and also for weight loss not focusing on it as a whole, like the number. If I'm gonna lose anything, I want it to be some fats. But my new goal for my fitness journey is to strengthen my core, to help try to tighten my skin, as well as to help rewire my brain and not be solely focused on weight loss, and that I need to be smaller to be happier and try to love the body that I have. As well as with loose skin, you know, you can't really lose loose skin. You cannot tighten your skin completely. You can try to make it look better, but it will never be what it used to be. You can try, I did read, you can have, like, skin might adapt, but it does take 12 to 24 months for it to do that, and that's if you're at one body weight for that amount of time, which is probably why my skin just never was able to, because I've been doing this for almost 11 years now, and I have been yoing back and forth between weight and, you know, I was so focused on losing weight and, you know, just doing things that I should not have done for my body. So like I said, sorry, I'm gonna look at this and then note to myself editing, make sure to cut out this part. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about my goals for this year. But yeah, so even though I still do want to quote unquote lose weight, it's more like fat, and try to see what I can do about my loose skin. And the main reason why I'm filming this video, it actually took a lot out of me to be very vulnerable within my short. You can watch that. I will put a couple of pictures as well if you have not seen that, about what my loose skin, at least on my stomach, looks like. I'm wearing a sweater right now. I do have loose skin on my arms, which I knew that was loose skin, and I do have some loose skin on my thighs. But I feel like I grew up watching My 600-Pound Life, so any pictures I've seen of loose skin were from people who were 600 plus pounds, and I feel like it was a lot more obvious that they had loose skin compared to me, and that's why I never really envisioned that. As well as I don't really see anyone talking about loose skin, and I mean, it is kind of embarrassing. You do feel kind of embarrassed because it's like you, even though you lost all that weight, you don't look like what you envisioned you would look like. You're picturing someone who is thin, and you expect yourself to be that once you get to whatever goal you are going to. But in reality, I will never look like someone who, let's say my goal is to get to 140 pounds, I will not look like someone who has always been at 140 pounds. I'll never look like someone who maybe was at like 160 and lost 20 pounds. That's because I stretched my skin out so much. As well as my story is, between grade 7 to grade 8, I gained lots of weight. I don't know exactly my weights, these are all estimates, but I was around like 180 pounds when I was 12, and by the time I was 13, I was probably around 240. So that is a significant amount of weight to gain in a year. When I started high school, I did start to lose weight naturally. I didn't really realize I was losing weight. I wasn't doing anything to lose weight. It was just like little changes that I was doing that I started to lose weight. And by the time I was ending grade 10, about to start grade 11, I was just under 200 pounds, which I was super happy about. But I had one of my friends who I hung out a lot, and we walked around and we did stuff. She moved away. So then I was hanging out with other friends, and all we did was like sit around, watch videos, and eat. So by the time I was in grade 12 and graduated, I was back up to 213 pounds, which I hated. Went to college, had like a depressive episode. Like, it was not a good time in my life. I dropped out. That was in 2014. April 2015, I bought myself a scale. I weighed myself as 225 pounds. That's when I made the decision I'm losing weight. I don't want to be that way. So it's just a little bit about like how much weight I was once. I lost, I gained again, I lost. I managed to get down to like 150 pounds. The lowest weight I ever got myself to was 142 pounds, but I was excessively exercising. I was so focused on just calories itself, not nutritional value. I would try to eat so little throughout the day, but then I would like basically binge eat, and it's just like I would go back and forth through weight, and it was just a lot on my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health. It was just not good. And then during COVID, I gained like, I usually lose kg now, so I was like 6 to 8 kg when COVID started. I'm now at 74.9 kg. I did weigh myself this morning. I'm trying not to weigh myself too much, but I was just curious since I started my Chloe Teen Challenge yesterday. I just wanted to see, and I was like, I think it's better if I don't weigh myself every day, because I feel like it's better just to eat normally, do exercises, just move, and then do whatever else I need to do. So we're doing that. So I'm sorry for this really long talk about that, but this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to talk for this video. And then I thought, why I shouldn't just make this a separate video. I will combine this for a new series with my New Year's resolutions, or else I just feel like they would be too overlapped. So this is both, here's a new series. I have not decided the name yet, so whatever I decide to do will be in the title as well. And as well as my New Year's resolutions or goals are things that I will not just, some of them might take a lot of time, it might take the whole year, it might continue on forward, but like I'm assuming rewiring my brain and all these other things will take quite a bit. So this is my series where I'm showing the realistic, I don't know, realistic, what would you call it? Aftermath of losing lots of weight. I mean, 75 plus pounds, that's what I said in my short, because from 225 pounds to 150, that was 75, plus it went down to 140. I've gained a lot, but I've also went from 240 to 200 back up to 225. So I've lost lots of weight, gained lots of weight. I've done it all. It's been a long time in my life for all of this stuff. So that's why. So this journey is to show just like the aftermath, because I feel like I didn't realize that I would have loose skin, because even though I watched my 600-pound life, I was like, I'm not 600 pounds. I shouldn't have loose skin, because I didn't know. I knew nothing. Same with how I didn't really understand nutrition. I didn't really understand that I shouldn't excessively exercise. And you know, there's a lot of things not going on. So for this new year, I am focusing on my core, but I'm gonna do strength training once I manage to get back to the gym. Should be sometime this month. My boyfriend hurt his ankle and it still hasn't fully recovered, so that's why we're not going until it is, because we don't want him to get injured again. So I'm just doing Chloe Ting right now. I am restarting her 2019 flat belly challenge. That is the first one that I've ever done from her. It's my favorite one. Actually, it's just like, I like how it's structured. I can do all the exercise and I feel really accomplished when I did it. So I started that yesterday, so I did day 2 today. I felt really sore today, but right now I actually feel decent even though I did it. So I'm going to keep doing that, because I I've done it before, and I have had some of my friends comment being like, wow, you have abs, even though I didn't, but like underneath the fat that's still on my stomach and the loose skin, you could see it. So I know that it will improve the look of my loose skin, so I'm gonna do that. When we get back to the gym, I'm gonna focus on training my arms because of the loose skin on there and my thighs. So I thought I would just make this like a whole journey in case anyone else who stumbles upon this, maybe you're going through the same thing, or maybe you haven't started your weight loss journey yet, or maybe you are at the beginning. Just kind of just show people like this is the reality of what will happen. You will have loose skin, but here are some things that can help, or like let's go through this together to try to remember that we're not failures with loose skin. That's quite the opposite. Like when I realized, I cried a lot because I just felt so stupid actually for putting so much stress on my body, so much unnecessary stress, and just being so hard on myself throughout the years by being like, I cannot lose this weight. Like, why can't I lose this weight? I'm doing all this effort and nothing's happening. And I feel like if I changed my mindset and I didn't focus so much on cardio and just trying to lose weight and just like being like, I have to work out so much, I have to eat so little and work out so much and stuff like that, I wish I wouldn't have done that for many reasons. So, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm rambling a lot, but it's just because I just feel very strongly about this, because I don't want others to feel like I felt. I don't want others to go do this, what I've done for 10 years. I've done this for almost 11 years now. like my brain is wired to weigh myself, not just every day, but I would weigh myself multiple times throughout the day. I would feel like failure if I didn't lose anything in a day. I would feel awful if the scale went up in any direction, even if it was water weight, which usually was, but my brain, I wasn't thinking that. When I first started losing weight, I did like home videos on YouTube. They were mainly like dance workouts, aerobic, and I would work out for 4+ hours a day. I would prioritize working out over sleep. I was so depressed a lot in my early 20s because I was just so focused on this, and I feel like I was really moody and exhausted and tired, and my memory was so bad because I was not getting enough sleep. I was not eating enough. I was not giving myself nutrition that I needed. It's just crazy. I remember one time, like, my friend was talking to me while I was doing like my little dancey dance, and I felt like I was about to pass out, and she's like, okay, you need to stop. Like, I wish I didn't put myself through that. I wish I wouldn't like look at myself and be like, wow, even though I lost all this weight, I'm still not where I am. Like, I can't believe I can't do this. Like, I'm doing all this, but I'm still a failure kind of thing. So this is why I'm doing it, because I don't want anyone to feel like that. Like, if you're doing the work, you're doing the work. If you have loose skin, that just proves you did the work, that you were dedicated, that you were motivated, that you did push yourself, and you did a good job. So that's where that is from. So this year is all about more like lifestyle changes, rewiring my brain, being kinder to myself, focusing more on just moving my body, enjoying what I'm doing, strength training. I don't want to focus too much on cardio. If I do cardio, I feel like it will probably be like walking around or doing maybe dance videos, because I do enjoy those, and not pushing myself, doing like half an hour and calling it a day kind of thing, you know, just making sure I'm moving. So that's like my health/fitness resolution of this year. And the second goal that I have for this year that I'm focusing on is learning Mandarin. And I've been trying to learn Mandarin for many years, but I have started like going for it. I want to make sure that I try to do at least half an hour every single day of like actually focused Mandarin. And then of course, like throughout the day, either if I'm doing listening skills, because when my boyfriend talks to his family, talks in Mandarin, so I tried to kind of listen to see what I can figure out, and just like see if I can read any characters, just like, you know, just anything like that. Right now I am using the app Hello Chinese. It is free, but there are paid aspects. So there is a portion of it until you get to HSK1. Once you're at that level, then nothing is free. You do have to become a member. There's premium, premium plus. I am trying out premium right now for $16.99 a month. They have like, if you're do 6 months or a year, it's cheaper. I'm just trying the 1 month because I want to see how much I can achieve within the 1 month, because I do have a good amount of Mandarin from using different apps and my boyfriend and when I was in university. So I want to see what I can do. So my goal is to reach, I don't know what level, because they did revamp HSK. I think beforehand there used to be only 7 levels and now they're making it up to 9. Or it used to be 9 and they're making it 7. Actually, yeah, I think it's that. There used to be like 9 levels and now they're changed to 7. So like HSK1 used to have 150 vocab words and now it's like 300 and they're combining stuff. So I don't know what level in terms of that portion, but I want to be at like, because for other languages it's like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2, and C2 is like the highest level to where you're almost native or close to native. I don't think I'll get up to that aspect because I don't think I'll ever be at a native level, because I still have problem with tones. I don't think that will really change too much. And as well for characters, for writing, I don't think I'll ever write. I'm very bad at them. I don't remember. But I want to focus on speaking, listening, and reading, because I want to be able to recognize characters. Because if I can at least recognize them, then I'll be able to type, because for typing, if you know pinyin, characters come up. If I know the character, then we're good to go. So that's my main focus is. I want to be able to at least have like conversations with my boyfriend and his family in Chinese. So like, even if it's just small things, I want enough, because sometimes I will be like, okay, I know what you're saying, but I don't have, there's a few words that I don't know in order to answer properly, but I've been trying my best. So that's my second goal, is to continue to learn Mandarin. If I could get to a fluent level this year, that'd be amazing. I don't think we'll get to, but close to fluent would be awesome. So we'll see what I can achieve, but I want to make sure that I am doing that, as well as I will update you guys with any of the apps that I'm using. Like I said, Hello Chinese right now. I still have access to my Busu. I'm at an A2 level at Busu. The only problem is they got rid of pinyin and it's just characters, and since I am very bad at recognition, I can't move forward because I just don't remember anything that they're teaching me. So that's why I want to use the Hello Chinese app, because they do use pinyin to try to use the levels that they're using. They also have little mini games through there that you can use for character recognition. So that's what I'm trying to do, so I can remember that. And they also have little stories that you can read, so that have the character in the pinyin. So that's what I'm trying to be doing. So any other apps I use, I'll update you throughout the year and let you know what's going on. And then the third one is mainly just for this channel and like just content creating in general. I really like to create content. I just like, I like to share what I do, but I also want to like give videos that are either maybe they inform you in something, maybe they give you advice, maybe you find them enjoyable, entertaining, whatever it might be. I just like to do that. So I would love to my goal is to maybe get up to 1,000 this year. That'd be awesome. I can't believe I'm already at 145 today as we speak, which I'm so blessed to have all of you here with me and everyone else that joins. I love you guys so much. I'm so appreciative for all of you. But yeah, I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers through this year. And honestly, I don't want this to be like a full-time job or anything like that. Some days I'm like, do I? But I don't think I do. I do enjoy creating content, but I also enjoy my current job and teaching and all that kind of things. But I would love to have this as like a side thing and like make some extra money. I wouldn't mind content creating though, it's always like backup plan. So those are my goals for the year. I'm sorry I talked so much in the beginning about like weight loss. It was kind of all over the place, but you know me by now, I yap quite a bit. I did say I was gonna look at my iPad a lot. I did not. I kind of like just talked off my butt. I didn't even like really look at the notes that I had, but Happy New Year once again. I hope 2026 is kind to all of us. I hope we all can achieve our goals. Please let me know what you want to achieve this year or that you plan on starting. Because maybe you want to start something that you can't achieve this year. Like other goals that I want to do, like me and my boyfriend move out and get our own place. We might not be able to achieve that this year, but maybe we can save up enough money to do that next year. Or we're thinking about maybe we can go back to China and travel during the summer, which is a close goal to get for possibly going back and maybe living there for a while. You know, sometimes you have things you want to achieve, but maybe you can't achieve them this year, but you can start. Like, if we go to China for the summer, maybe we meet some people and we can connect for us to go back, maybe live or work for a bit for the next year, things like that, you know? So let me know in the comments, what are your goals this year? I truly want to know, and because I'll be cheering you on as well. And I'm so excited for this new year. I hope it is just so kind to all of us, because 2025 was a little, you know, getting a little iffy there. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one, and thank you so much. Bye-bye.